The kettlebell lunge is a phenomenal leg exercise that builds coordination as well as stability. You can use this exercise to build strong legs as well as bulletproof your knees. Muscles worked are the glutes, the hamstrings, the quads, your legs in general. The additional effect is the stability and the balancing aspect of this exercise, which makes it unique when we compare it to the goblet squat, for example. Now, depending on the lunge variation you want to do, the focus of the muscles worked might shift a little bit. Let me demonstrate the exercise first. Watch. You take a big step back. Make sure there's enough space between your front leg as well as your back leg. Your front leg engages in a so-called tripod stance. The foot is fully planted on the floor and your back leg is on its toes. Now I start bending both of my knees. I touch down on the floor. Now I make sure that my front and my back knee as well as my hip are in a so-called 90-degree angle. Now I come back up through the power of my front leg, and now I close the distance, coming back into that shoulder width stance. The stabilizing aspect comes from the fact that when you take a step back, one of your legs, which is now my front leg, has to take the brunt of the weight and has to engage in a stabilizing manner as well. This is why beginners have a lot of trouble with this type of exercise. The second aspect is that your abdominals have to engage. You have to keep them tight in order to make sure that you're able to move while you have some sort of lack of stability because you're now only using one leg. The biggest mistake beginners make is using weights too early. So before you choose any weights, you want to make sure that your body's able to handle your body weight only. Mistake number 2 is not granting enough space to your stride. If I step back too close and now I try to bend both of my knees, something feels off and strange, especially when it comes to my ankle mobility. So in order to really be able to generate a lot of force, I want to make sure that I have this 90-degree angle that we talked about in the knees as well as in the hips. Once you have mastered the lunge, there's a couple of variations that are a lot of bang for your buck. When it comes to weight recommendations, men can start with a 12 kg and women can start with an 8 kg. But like I mentioned earlier in the video, make sure you start with your body weight only. If you want to do a lunge workout, I always recommend the same protocol. We call it the hunter-gatherer method. You do 2 minutes per exercise and you can choose any of these variations that I have shown you. If you have finished these 2 minutes, this equals 1 set. If you have a lot of time at your hands, you do 3 to 4 sets. If you don't have a lot of time, you engage in 1 to 2 sets. Make sure to add adequate rest after your sets, which can be 60 seconds, and do 2 to 3 workouts per week. As usual, even if you start working with weights when it comes to the lunge, always make sure that you can put the kettlebell down anytime you have to, even during the reps or during your set. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it and consider subscribing, and watch out for the kettlebell press, which we will cover in the next video of this beginner series.
The world of kettlebells is dominated by 2 training styles called hardstyle and kettlebell sport. Although vastly different in nature, they have been proven to work and give you the most bang for your buck whenever you pick up a kettlebell, if you understand them correctly and are able to differentiate between the two. If you are a beginner, this task might be understandably confusing. Enter the hybrid style and discover how to combine the best of both worlds. The hybrid style masterclass is a 10-week practice-based online course that will help you take your kettlebell skills to an elite level. Made in Switzerland. Learn what's been holding you back and how to become a versatile kettlebell master without having to piece together countless YouTube videos or rely on a gym membership. The price of the hybrid style masterclass is $397 per month for 3 months. Save 20% with a one-time payment of $997. We'll open registration only to a small number of new students every 3 months. Join the waiting list now to get access 24 hours before the general public. Link is in the description.